What's up, everybody? It's your boy Allan Wade back again with another video. This video we are going to be embroidering small text. Everybody knows that small text is an issue with embroidery. I think it's a hurdle that we all have to kind of try to jump over or master before we can move to the next level in embroidery. And it's well overdue that I try to tackle this task. And when I learn something, you guys learn something. So stick around right after the intro and we're going to dive into this video and stitch out and embroider some small text. But there's a few things that you're going to need right after this.
Boom, wait a minute, just like that. Boom, 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 just like that. A-Dubb Productions, just like that. Like, comment, subscribe, just like that. Boom, wait a minute, just like that. A-Dubb, you ready? Wait a minute.
Alright guys, so this is an issue that I have been dealing with every time you guys send me images. You guys might have some really small text and I gotta tell you guys, hey, this is a little small machine. It might not be able to print out your text as legible as you'd like it to be, but there is a way to do it and we're gonna try to attempt to do that right now today and address these issues so you guys at home that have your brother SE600 or your PE800 or your SE1900 can do it too. Guys, give this video a thumbs up if it's your first time here. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, use my Amazon link down in the description below to purchase your SE600 or any of those other embroidery machines, those brothers embroidery machines right now, or use my Chroma link to buy your commercial MT1501 embroidery machine. Guys, so few things that you're gonna need, right? So I researched this. It seems like everybody's saying that you need a smaller needle, right? So we got our 65/9 needles, right? And you need a lighter weight thread. Okay, so the lighter weight thread thing is kind of weird, but I'm gonna explain it to you the best way I can. Okay, so all of the thread that I have in general, embroidery thread that I have, come with numbers at the bottom of them, right? And it says 120D, right? So all of my thread is 120D. I went online, just on Amazon, links down below by the way, for you guys to get the stuff, 65/9 needles and thread. And I typed in 60 weight thread to try to get some lighter weight thread. And I got these in the mail, and it seems like the only difference is these ones say 75D, and this one says 120D. So obviously I'm assuming that the 65D is the lighter weight thread. By visually observing the thread, you can't tell much of a difference, but it does seem like the 75 weight thread is slightly thinner, but you can barely even tell. But yeah, it is thinner. All right. To the naked eye, it's thinner. I mean, you guys can grab a magnifying glass. I think my magnifier, okay, I thought it was right there, but I guess I moved it. But anyway, guys, that's what you're going to want to buy. You're going to want to get some 65/9 needles, right? 65/9 embroidery needles. And you're going to try to get some 60 weight thread, embroidery thread. Okay, mine at the bottom says 75D. So we're going to do some experiments. So let's jump into our digitizing software. All right, we're gonna test out some text and we're gonna embroider it out several different times and see if we notice any differences. All right, that's the best way I can explain it. So let's jump into it. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. So to clear some things up, I'm gonna show you guys what I created and what we're doing real fast. Okay, so you see over here, we made up a bunch of files, right? So what we did right here is, first we're gonna use the regular setting, right? We're gonna use the regular needle, 7511, with the 128 thread, with the center line, how it's recommended. Then we're gonna see what happens if we take the center line out and just, so the machine just starts stitching out the design without putting any center line on each character, right? Then we're going to change just the needle, right? And keep the thread with the center line, right? So that's the 65/9 with the 65/9 with the same thread, right? And a center line. Then we're going to take out the center line, right? 65/9, same thread with no center line. Then we're going to change the needle, 65.9 with a 75 needle, right, with the center line and then without the center line. We're going to see which one of all these files, what we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ones to check, all right? So this is what it's going to embroider. We're going to be able to tell what it is because we typed it out the same. So yeah, let's put the stuff on a hard drive and let's start embroidering it out and see if we notice a difference in text clarity. All right, let's see.
A-Dubb Productions.
All right, everyone, you see our SE600 right here in front of us. We have the 7511 standard needle and the 120 weight thread up top. To simplify this process, this text is so small that you can't really see it on the screen, so I have to put one file at a time on the flash drive. So this is going to be a very tedious process for me. I hope you guys appreciate it, but makes me know never mind because it was a good test I found and I want you guys to see the difference with your own eyes. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to position the text. Let me go back a little bit, 1 second. We're going to position the text so that we take advantage of all of our real estate, right? End edit, let me move it up all the way to the top, all right? And embroider. All right, so this right here, olive green, this right here is going to be the standard text, right? This is 7511, like I said, 7511 needle with the 120 weight thread. Let's go ahead and just embroider this out and see how it looks. See if it's legible. This is just standard. This is what we do normally. This is how it's going to look normally. Okay. So as we can see, it's laying down the center line first, and then it's embroidering the text. So you guys can see what I'm talking about. You can barely make any of this out. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch out the other ones, and I'll show you guys after we're done. I'm going to show you guys actually as we stitch out each one, okay? But this is 7511, standard 7511 needle with 120 weight thread, all right? All right, one thing I forgot to mention is the 7511 with the 120 thread with the center line, okay? This is with the center line. The next one we're gonna do is not gonna have a center line, and we're gonna see if that makes a difference, if it makes the text embroider out any neater. But as you guys can see, it's very, yeah, you can barely make out what it says, all right? So let's go to the next file.
A-Dubb Productions.
So look guys, already you can see the difference what not having a center line will do. So I was told that the center line is supposed to keep the text in place, but in the case of when you are embroidering small text, it appears as though the center, not having the center line or removing the center line will make the text more legible, all right? Let me finish letting it stitch out. Here's the results of the first test. This is 7511 needle, 120 weight thread with the center line. You can see it has extra thread in there, and this is the same needle, same thread without the center line. Less thread, clearer, right? Now we're going to change the needle. We're going to change the needle to a 65.9 needle with 120 thread with a center line and see if just the needle change with the center line makes it clearer than both of these or makes it look like this again. Let's change the needle. I'm gonna try my best to show you guys exactly how this is done without blocking anything. I'm just removing the thread from the needle that's in there right now. I'm gonna twist this little lever right here is on the side. Where's my scissors go? They fall on the ground? Yeah, here they go. I'm gonna twist this little knob right here, and that's gonna loosen up the pressure off of this needle. All right, so let me twist the knob. All right, that's gonna loosen up the pressure from the needle. The needle should fall down, and I still have my design here, so it caught the needle, so I'm just gonna remove this needle and sit it somewhere. I'm gonna sit it right on the side of the material, as a matter of fact. I'm gonna just stick it in here so it doesn't, so we don't get our needles mixed up, all right? So I stuck my needle right in there. Now I'm gonna take a new needle, which is the 65.9 needles right here. All right, product link down below. This 65.9 needles I bought on Amazon. all right? And I'm gonna put one of those inside of our machine. All right, they come like this, look like a pack of gum. Don't get them confused with a pack of gum because you won't be having a good day. All right, so now these needles have, and you're not gonna be able to see this because it's kind of like, let me see if I can get it. Yeah, see that flat part right there? They have a round part and they have a flat part. I want you guys to put the flat part towards the back of the machine, all right? Flat part goes towards the back of the machine. All right, so let me try to get a little view here. Let me focus the camera. And you guys are gonna have to fish around to lower the foot. And you're gonna have to stick the needle right in here. So you guys are kind of gonna have to fish around to try to get the flat part in. And it's hard for me to do it with the camera and everything. Okay, so I got it up in there. Sorry I couldn't show you guys, but I had to like kind of fish around and see how it slid up in there. So I'm applying a little bit of pressure to the back end of the needle, right? And while I have that pressure, I'm just gonna tighten it up. I'm just gonna tighten it up as tight as I can get it. And it's straightened out the needle. Boom. Now we have our 65/9 needle in there. Now I'm just gonna finish threading it with the automatic threader again. All right, right here. Boom, we have our new needle all inserted into the machine. It's that simple to change needles, guys. All right, now we got our new design. We're once again gonna position it so that it goes right underneath the other ones, right in line. Once again, this is the 65/9 needle, same 120 weight thread, and here we go. And let's see if this makes a difference right here. And embroider, and then press the button. And let's see how this embroiders. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Thank you. All right, so before we go any further, let's take it out one time and examine it just a little bit to see if just the needle made a difference. All right, so let me focus a little bit so you guys can see. All right, does that focus? Yeah, there you go. All right, so 75/11, 65/9. Let's look at the 120s and let's look at the text. It seems like the smaller needle did make a slight bit of a difference in clarity, but not enough to rectify the issue of text being not legible enough. This is not clean enough to give to a client, in my opinion. It's not good enough. This looks better than this. All right, so we're going to use the same needle this time, right? Same needle, and we're going to we're going to use the same needle, same thread, and we're going to take out the center line. All right, that's the next test. Let's do it.
A-Dubb Productions.
All right, next test, 65/9, same 120 weight thread. Let's position it, and this time with no center line. Okay, put it right below the other one, and embroider. Put this down, and let's go ahead and get it stitching out, and you can you'll be able to tell it has no center line because it'll start embroidering the text right away. All right, there you go, starting to embroider the text right away. All right, this one takes 3 minutes as opposed to the one with the center line taking 4 minutes. All right, so let me let the stitch out. Be right back, guys. Don't want to make you endure the difficult to watch stuff, guys, but give this video a thumbs up if you like the test that I'm doing so that you guys don't have to do it. We're trying to figure out the clean text issue. All right, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Visit the merch store, buy yourself some channel merch, help support the channel. AllanAWade.com. Leave any questions or anything like that you have down in the comment section down below. Follow me on Instagram, instagram.com/adubbproductions. All right, guys, be right back. Second test complete. Well, fourth test complete. All right, guys, so let's compare. Let's focus the camera real fast and let's compare. All right, we're getting better, right? 75/11, 120 with the back, with the single center stitch. Without the center stitch, 75/11, 120 thread, right? Then we went to 65.9 needle, 120 thread with the center line. Took the center line out. 65.9, 120 thread, no center line. Looking a lot significantly different. So you guys see we're going from bad, better, leaning more back to bad to better. Now let's do 65.9, right? 65.9 with the 75 weight thread. 65.9 needle, 75 weight thread with the center line. All right, that's the next test. Let's do it.
A-Dubb Productions.
All right, we got our design all loaded up. We changed it on a computer. Let me position it real fast. Only thing we gotta do now is we have to change the thread, embroider. Take this thread out, and just so you guys can see what thread we've had in there. All right, let me show you real fast. See, right here, it says 120D, right? So set this 120D right back here. And let me go over here and let me grab this one. This says 75D. We got a lighter weight thread, all right? So we're gonna load it up in the embroidery machine and see if that makes any difference, right? So this is going to be 65.9 needle, 75 weight thread with the center line, and then after we do that, we're gonna do it without the center line. Immediately, guys, what I want to let you guys know right now that I'm feeling, immediately when loading up my embroidery machine, I feel the lighter weight of the thread, and in my opinion, there is a significant difference just feeling the thread in your hands, all right? And it looks, visually, it looks thinner. I guess some of you guys might not notice the difference, but that's because I've been playing with these embroidery machines a lot, so I can notice the difference immediately. Okay, so this is with the center line. Okay, 65.9, 65.9 needle, right? Because we changed the needle. 75 weight thread with a center line. Let's go. All right, I can see the center line being stitched out. And once again, it says 4 minutes on the thing, so it is on the screen. It says 4 minutes, so it is a longer stitch out. All right, 4 minutes right there. Told you this is a tedious video to make for you guys, but we gotta test this out. In order to level up, these are the tests that you have to do if you want to get better. You can't just like say, hey, I can do this and I can do that, and you can't do tests. You can't not do tests and expect to get better. To get better at anything, you have to be willing to fail, right? You have to be willing to fail. You have to be willing to try so that you can learn and you can get better, all right? I'm not going to put you guys through all this. I'll be right back after this is done stitching out.
A-Dubb Productions.
So what do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Let's see what we have here. What are we noticing, guys? What are we noticing? Is there a difference? Let me focus the camera real fast. Is there a difference? Okay, let's see. Okay, 65.9, 75 weight thread with the back stitch, right? With the center stitch. Now let's do one without the center stitch and see what we have. This is the last test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the last test, our 6th test, right? I think it's our last test. Let's put it in and see if there's a difference. Let's switch up the file, guys. All right, let's load up our file right here. We just put it on off the computer. All right, and edit. Let me move it down just a tad. All right, looks down a little bit. Up. Okay, that's cool. Up, down. Yep. All right. So 65.9 needle, 75 weight thread, no center line. Let's go. Let's see what we're doing here. This is a final test, guys. So what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Let me know. I got a long tail thread right here I should have clipped. As you guys can notice, immediately it started embroidering the text. All right. So that's what it means to not have a center line. It immediately starts embroidering the text. It does not stitch out the center line. Now what I want you guys to do in the comment section, because I know some digitizers that are highly skilled in digitizing are going to be watching this video. I want you guys to chime in and tell us the secret. Tell us what the secret to clean and clear text is. Is the centerline necessary? What is the purpose of the centerline? To the best of my ability, my knowledge, the centerline is supposed to help keep lines straight, right? It makes a centerline for the rest of the embroidery to follow, right? So it doesn't lose registration, I guess. Got a purchase from the store. Cool, awesome. Thank you, whoever that was. But when doing small text, it appears that the center line is not necessary. But we'll see right after this stitches out. Once again, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Let me know if you like what you're seeing. I'm trying to help you guys out here so we can be more professional with our designs, okay? Very, very small text. Be right back.
A-Dubb Productions.
All right, guys, this one is just about stitched out. This one is just about stitched, embroidered out. All right, so like I said, if there are any professional digitizers, comment in the comment section. What is the smallest size you'd recommend going down to? Because the only way, okay, let's look at this first, and then we'll talk, okay? All right, so here we go. All right. It's clear who the winner is, right? The winner is down here, right? To me, I'm looking at it with you guys. The winner is down here. This is 65/9 needle, 75 lightweight thread with no center line. That to me is the clearest one. It's arguable, but right around here, around the E's, it's a little bit clearer. So I would say that to make this even more clear, what we would have to do is embroider larger font. All right, we got it all the way down to, what do we bring it down to on the let me see. We got our text size down to, in embroidery in Chroma Luxe, we got it down to 13. So if we bought this right here, use a 65/9 needle with a 75 weight thread, and we up the size to about 15, we'll probably get something real clear. Matter of fact, why don't I try that for you guys and stitch out one more down below. Let's change it in the software up to 15 and see if it stitches out a little bit clearer, because you don't want to embroider too small, right? I would say this is like the small, I don't know if you even consider that getting away with it, but I mean, you can read it, test embroidery, I guess, barely, but let's go up to 15. From 13 to 15 text, and let's embroider that out. And let's see what we got.
Hey Dubb Nation, it's your girl Kaveen Jador, and you are tuning into A-Dubb Productions. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, y'all, we went a little bit nuts with it. We wanted to push it all the way to the, push it to the limit, right? So we pushed it to the limit. All right, let me get this in order here. And take this out so we can examine everything we did. We did a lot. I hope I can remember everything. All right, so here we go. First of all, ignore these numbers right here. I forgot to change it in the system. So this is still 65/9 needle, 75. These are all 65/9 from here to here, all 65/9, 75 needle, right? So let me tell you what I did. Excuse me. Made the text a little bit bigger. We went from, what was this, 13? We moved it all the way up to 15, right? So 65/9 needle, 75 weight, 15-inch text with a back, with the center line. Took out the center line, got it cleaner. 65/11 needle, 65/9 needle. I'm confusing myself. 65/9 needle, 75 weight thread, 15-inch. No center line. Cleaner. This one, cleaner than this one, right? Let's focus a little bit more, get a little closer with you guys. Focus, all right? All right, so then we want to take it a step further, see if we can get a little bit cleaner. Okay, so what we did was, what did I do? 65/9 needle, 75 weight thread, 15 inches. 15 is the size of the text. And then, what did I do here? Let me look at the software real fast. I'll tell you guys exactly what I did. I think I reduced the density. That's what I did. I changed the density from, let me look in my software, I'm looking at my computer right here. I changed the density from what we had it right here. I think we had it 28 right here, and I raised it to 30. That's what I did. I went from 28, right, which is thicker. It's at 28, the density of 28, it's adding more thread. When I raise the density to 30, it's actually putting down less thread and less stitches, okay? So we got 65.9 needle, right? 75 weight thread, 15, I don't know, this is in inches, it's whatever. 15 is the size of the text, right? Of the font. And then we have 30 for the density, right? So then I said, how can we make this even more clear? It's gotten a lot clearer from up here, right? We got a lot clearer, right? How can we make this a little bit more clear? So I thought, let me reduce the thread density even more. So I went down, I increased the density, the number density, which puts down less stitches, and it's starting to fall apart. So I'd say, I think it's falling apart a little bit right here. I don't know, you guys can be the judge of that, but this is the density, 0.33 millimeter. That's how you say that. So 65.9 needle, 75 weight thread, 15 for the size of the text, and 0.33 millimeter for the density, and that's the final result. So guys, I think we did good. We definitely went from not clear, from up here to down here is definitely a big difference. Even from here, even from when we kept the same size, from where we started to where we got to was clear, but it still wasn't really good. So I made the text bigger, right? And from here to here, even from here to here is good, but from here to here is better. And I think that this is the best one. I think this is a sweet spot, right? You don't have to, well, actually look at the S. The S is a lot more legible right here. The S, right? So I think that I'll be using, between this and this, 65.9 needle, 75 weight thread, 15 for the size of the text, and a 30 or a 33 weight. 30 or 33, 0.30 or 0.33 for the density. And those are the results that you'll get in the Chroma Luxe software. I can only speak for the Chroma Luxe software, guys. If you guys want to purchase Chroma Luxe, then use my Racoma affiliate link down below. All these attributes are really simple to manipulate in the software. I'll show you guys real fast. So like I said, all these attributes are real easy to manipulate. This is the Chroma Luxe interface right here. What I'm doing is taking two fingers and I'm moving down. That makes the text bigger. Move up makes the text smaller. Well, zooms in and zooms out, right? So what I was doing was, when you press the T for text, and right here you can see the size right here. Remember I said it was on 15, so that's in inches. So it's 0.15 inches. All right, so that's not even 1 inch, it's 0.15 inches. But if you take your ruler right here, your measuring tool, and you click and hold and drag, you see that the width of it is 2.77 inches. And if you, from top to bottom, it is in fact 0.15, 0.1. Yeah, so that's about it. That's about right. That number is accurate, right? So let me show you how the rest of the features I was manipulating. I would go right here, and this is the last one I did. Remember I said the density was 0.33 mm, 0.33 millimeters, so that's how you manipulate that. And so you guys can see what I'm talking about. If I lower this number down, 27, watch what happens. It's going to get thicker. Watch this. Got thicker, added more stitches. Now let me make it obvious so you guys can see it. I'm going to put the number on 44, 45, so you guys can see how it decreases the stitches. Watch this. See that? It got skinnier? Yeah. And now let me put it drastic, 20, all the way down. That's going to increase the stitches, right? Watch this. Apply. See that? Okay, so that's how you manipulate that feature. All right, and over here with this little box thing right here, that's when I was adding the center line. See this right here, no center line? I was adding the center line and taking the center line out. All right, by default, sometimes when you're doing text, it goes parallel. So it'll like put a zigzag stitch down, and then it'll put the satin stitch or another zigzag stitch to actually make the actual text. That's too much for small text. That's too much for any text, to be honest with you guys. As we all saw in this example right here, the best way to stitch out small text is with no parallel and no center line. This test proves it right here, right? I think, unless a professional digitizer can comment in the comment section and give us another way, this is what we're doing, right? All right, so the next thing you can do is if it's pooling, if your text is pooling, you could add some pool compensation. Yeah, percentage right here. I got mine on 130, which is fine. We didn't see any pool comp in our text, not too much. Especially at the end, we had like no pool comp. It was embroidering perfect. Of course, depending on your material, that's going to change, right? So another thing that you can do if you have a professional digitizing machine, professional embroidery machine, right here where it says commands, you can come over here and you can add trims. And right here it says that the machine, if you had a professional embroidery machine like an MT1501, it's going to trim for every word. That means you won't have any jump stitches after each word, but we can go a step further and we can put characters and it will trim between every character. As you see the jump stitches went away. Watch this. Put it back, but no trim. Apply. See, we got the line right here. We got a line right here. We got lines between each character. Line right there. Can't see the line right there, but line right there, line right there, line right there. But if we put characters, all those lines went away. So if you had a professional embroidery machine, it would put its own trims. What else you can do if the text is too close together and stuff like that, you can add some spacing to the text. Let's say 5. Right, boom, that spaces it out a little bit. This software is easy to manipulate. That's all I wanted to show you guys. But the point of this video was, 1, to show you guys my digitizing software and how easy it was to use, and 2, to give you guys some inside, behind the scenes reconnaissance, yeah, I think that's how you say it, of text and how you can make legible text. All right, I don't know what software you're using. Like I said, I'm using Chroma Luxe. There's several different tiers of the software that you guys can use. There's the first one is Chroma Inspire, then there's Chroma Plus, then there's a top tier which is Chroma Luxe that gives you all these features. I'm not sure what Inspire and Plus has, but you guys can ask Racoma what they have. If you guys want to purchase the software that I use, just mention my name and make sure you use my affiliate link if you're inquiring about the software, all right? Or if you're inquiring about an MT1501 commercial embroidery machine or any of the other ones, just use my link and inquire, tell them I sent you. So guys, I hope this was helpful. This text really did turn out clear, and I'm glad I did this test because now it makes me more confident when you guys send me files and ask me to digitize it and have this small baby font, which you guys love to do. It makes me a little bit more confident, and I'll have a better grasp on what I can and can't do and how to do it. All right, so 15, I'm gonna use the density 33. Yeah, you guys saw what I used. All right, rewind the video if you didn't. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed or subscribed to it already. Share it with all your friends. Follow me on Instagram, instagram.com/adubbproductions. Guys, I put a post up on Instagram today, right? And I showed all my new designs, right? We got the flamingo up on the site right now, $1. All these different designs on the site right now for $1. All these different designs you can purchase for $1, right? And I said, hey, I love doing this stuff. I'm going to continue doing this stuff, but hey, I want to be a singer now, so I'm going to start singing, guys. So stay tuned for all my music videos. Stay tuned for all my music, as well as all my new videos on embroidery and stuff like that. And the silhouette cameo videos coming soon, and the sublimation videos still rolling out. So guys, it don't stop. It just keeps on going and going and going. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this video was helpful. Comment in the comment section down below. Very intricate to make, so I hope you guys appreciate it. It's your boy, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up.
Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?